So you fought the law and you won, my brother.
Well, I didn't win yet.
Rashad Tate, Councilman in Queens.
James St. Patrick from Queens.
I know.
What's up, Power Veterans? It's me, Lady Vet, with another video to move us one step closer to the final episode of Power Book 2 Ghost. This video puts us on the side of the fallen detective Kamal Tate, a seasoned detective who really wanted to work on the right side of the law. However, his desire to do the right thing got him his own obituary. Kamal leaves behind a wife and son, and then there's his big brother Rashad, the former cop with political aspirations and dreams to make it to the political top. Not so long ago, Rashad was in a congressional debate.
What's your plan to bring them down? Miss One, huh?
Not of malice. Unlike my opponent here, I actually come from poverty. And let me tell you, these so-called crimes of poverty are daily intrusions that tear away at our dignity. Which is why I recently worked with law enforcement to stop a major shipment of drugs that are about to flood into our city.
That was a publicity stunt, motivated by self-interest and cronyism, just like everything Mr. Tate does. He wants to be the man of the poor, then why does his crooks?
Or a who's who of the brave, risk-taking men and women who keep the city's economy going despite the demonization of capitalism that makes for a cool Instagram post. But not.
In this video, we'll take a closer look at Kamal's brother and the weight that's carried by Rashad Tate, or I stand corrected, Governor Tate of the great state of New York.
If this was your idea, Mom, the most I might have done was mention how well you knew Tariq St. Patrick and his father.
So Carrie's unfortunate suicide doesn't do the rehabilitation enough?
McLean argued that any discussion of the suicide was prejudicial because the jury may blame him and unfairly punish his claim.
Sounds like some shit he'd say.
Yeah, well, he said it anyway.
Aside from that, Rashad is known to be loving towards his brother Kamal and his sister-in-law Simone and nephew Elijah. Imagine this type of guy coming off the political trail to identify his only brother's body and console his wife and son, while hearing from a highly decorated detective that he will not stop until he finds the man who did this to his brother, having no idea that Rashad is the one that won't stop. What's important in all this is that before Rashad became a political figure, he was a member of New York's finest. Unlike Kamal, Rashad's got no problem getting his hands dirty and doing it with a smile. Rashad has a reach that goes beyond the 5 boroughs of New York. He has a hand in all things money and can be the grimiest political figure in the power universe.
There is no mark.
No, you listen to me. Now, you done had us drive all the way up here to New York just to kill this motherfucker. Now, if his ass turns up dead, ain't nothing stopping you from implicating us. So take your pick. Either we killing this nigga or we killing you. Tick-tock, niggas.
Now, while Kamal may have been a bit naive when it came to Detective Carter, Rashad, on the other hand, he is short in stature. He will measure up to Carter, as unhinged as he may be. These two powerhouse actors on the same screen, only in the Power universe. Carter can frame anyone he chooses to be the fall guy for Kamal's death, but until he's faced with the wrath and ruthlessness of Rashad Tate, he had better run to the confessional while he still has time.
Give it back. No, see, I get it. That I cannot do. Yeah, I'm into this honesty thing. I'm just not into losing.
Well, we had my own fucking game. I ain't taking no losses. Fuck that shit.
Bruh. I said okay.
Rashad will not rest until he avenges the death of his brother. We saw how Rashad dealt with Ghost, a man feared among men in the New York streets. We saw a taste of how Rashad even outsmarted Ghost, so we know that he's not going to buy any mess that Carter has to sell. To see how this plays out will be interesting. Also, I would like to hear Carter explain doing God's work to Rashad Tate, the devil himself. Now we know that Rashad's dream was to be a politician. He made it. But will he risk his political chair to rumble with Carter, who at this point has absolutely nothing to lose? Nope, I don't think so. In my opinion, Rashad loves being a politician as much as he loves Kamal. So I see Rashad keeping his political aspirations in tow and coming for Carter like a ghost.
Not if my continued association with you puts my campaign at risk. Yeah. So I'm gonna need a big bite of the apple, my young brother. What do you mean? I'm giving you 5 pins a week.
Knowing that no one is safe causes us to keep eyes on each person for different reasons. Rashad and Carter will bring the smoke, but Tate is coming with weight because his arms reach further out than Carter. Carter is busy policing his task force, who seems to be falling apart. So who might these others be? All except one of them were at Ghost's funeral. They were all connected in some way before the funeral. Tariq will help because, like Tate, Tariq is selfish and he has been slithering around with Tate for a little minute now. Both have suffered pain by Carter. They are so selfish until both will want the kill shot. Simon Stern. Like all rich guys, he's got his own agenda, and it's got a lot to do with where he spends his money. When Ghost died or fell out of the race, Rashad got Simon's backing for personal gain, just as he got Tariq and Tasha to give him Club Truth. Stephen Ott. With Rashad being a member of the Democrats' Party, Stephen will lie, cheat, and steal to protect the face of the party, and he doesn't care who goes down as long as it's not Tate. Tamika Robinson Washington. Tamika is untouchable in the courtroom. She has a wealth of information. She even freed Tariq for $1 and brought Sachs to shame. If Zion is her brother, she, like Tate, lost family at the orders of Carter. Reverend Macedon. He has been with Tate since day one. When Raina was killed, when Tate was out, he urged Tate to get back in the race because he owed him. Reverend Macedon talked a murdering, cheating, drug-dealing Ghost into wanting to be a better man. No doubt he'll be ready for Carter to confess his sins or talk about doing more of God's work. Either way, he'll be ready. In the end, Reverend Macedon, like all the others, will add weight to Tate if he needs it. In my opinion, Carter's only options are being killed or getting locked up for pleading insanity since losing his wife. Personally, I would like to see Carter get locked up and reappear later somewhere in the Power universe. So you have my thoughts on the weight of Tate. What are yours? Until the next time, guys, I'm out.